Hi everyone, I'm Anthony Christou, fantasy artist, writer and game designer. I'm a little bit of a comedian sometimes also with my Greek Ross impersonations, which is basically Bob Ross but a Greek version, and I also have a magical wizard which I haven't named yet but will reveal in future episodes. I'm here to talk about my studio, Luminous Ages, and what we do. I've been creating comics and artwork for about 10 years or longer actually, but the Luminous Ages brand, first comic appeared in 2016 and was launched, and it then propelled all my series from there. I've been making card games, comics, art books, fantasy art, and even merchandise, and even sculpting my own dice. So I'll just show you some of the stuff here. This is one of the D&D books that we started making, and we also have my graphic novel as well. So we also had illustrated novel as well, and that was a hit in 2022 as the #1 illustrated novel on Kickstarter for Australia. Now, I have been practicing for 15 years as an artist, working with clients such as Disney, Grinding Gear Games, and also other studios like Wolf Creek Productions, and been on the film sets of A24 as well. I'm represented by Tate Licensing in the US, and they have my art on a range of products from puzzles to diamond art and all amazing things as well. So this is one of the cool puzzles that I worked on, and it's been released through MJM in Australia and Tilbury. And I also have a range of other puzzles that made it into Kmart over COVID as well. And this is another one of them, the Forest Fantasy puzzle, Gaia's Haven. So as you can see, I've been working for a while now on this stuff, and it's been a labour of love. So I love creating the whole fantasy world, and the reason why I love doing this, I would probably call myself a world builder, and I basically love to escape to another fantasy land and create a whole range of landscapes and epic kind of environments. I love to paint acrylic, oils, watercolour, and even digital painting. I love all mediums, and all of my art is human made, and all my stories are written by me typing on the keyboard and all that sort of cool stuff. I also have been touring across all the conventions in Australia since about 2014, maybe 2013 was my big first show. So what got me into like Supernova and Comic Con was 2013. I decided in November to do Supernova, the first one, and it was a massive success for me. I got to meet George R.R. Martin, as you can see. He signed 3 originals for me, and I basically decided, wow, there's opportunities here for me, and I decided to go into Supernova and Comic Con full on 2014 doing events, and I've been in the event industry for years. I've branched out to other events like medieval fairs, so those of you that have seen me before, you've probably seen me at spiritual events like psychic fairs, or you've seen me at medieval fairs, and I've done even board game festivals like PAX, simply because it's where my art really resonates with my fan base and community. So this has been a long journey for me, and I've come to social media now just because I really wanted to level up my career and get more people looking at my art. I feel like Australia's been amazing for me. I've travelled to New Zealand and showcased my art. I've even travelled to the US, and I've done a little bit of stuff in Asia. But for me, I really want to, I suppose, grow my brand and be really present on social media, and I suppose give some advice to people and help them in their career and interview other people and show you how I built the world of Luminous Ages. So there's no document evidence of me creating all this stuff. So this is what this YouTube series is about. It's going to be about world building. It's going to be about my card games, about the comics. So Cats vs Dragons is the game that's coming out in October this year. It's going to be the deluxe edition. I'm so excited for that. And I'm basically going to be talking about the narrative of that and how it ties into Tavern of Dreams and how it ties into the rest of the comic book series as well. So ultimately, if you love fantasy, if you want to escape to another fantasy world with me, it's a world filled with dream magic, with surreality, all sorts of magic and wonder. You're going to really love it. The story does start off with Thrakos. He's one of our main characters. He goes on a hero's journey to discover that his mum saved the planet last time from total destruction in the world of Ekratoria. So he goes on a hero's journey to discover whether he's a captivary wizard, a luminary wizard, or a chosen, and he discovers that his mum saved the planet, but she's also been locked away somewhere. So he we don't want to spoil too much for you, but you can start to read actually my comics for free. This is how generous I am. I love to give back to my fans. We've got about 3 issues of Luminous Ages for free on luminousages.com. And if you do want to buy my books, you can buy all my books and art through ekratoria.com. Finally, I also want to talk about the big book that has just come out. So this is 9 years of work. This is Luminous Law, okay? And this has been a massive team and undertaking of work. We've had, I suppose, a team of about 8 people and about 8 beta testers. And so that was 9 years of art and about 2 years of writing the campaign. And we went to Kickstarter last year with a fully funded project, overfunded project, and we now have 500 copies left. This is a gorgeous book. It's 300 pages of campaign, lore, setting guide, and gives you a lot of information about the world of Luminous Ages and the gods. So if you're a fan of my comics or you want to find out more, I would really get these books two together, because you get the graphic novel, makes sense for when you read Luminous Law. But even if you just want to read Luminous Law, you're a Dungeons & Dragons player, or you love fighting, this is great. It's got factions in it, it's got the gods, it has everything. So this is a big project that we finished last year. It came fresh off the press today actually. It was delivered safely, and we've only got 500 copies left in the world. So 500 already, around about 400, sold on Kickstarter. And so there's literally only 500 that I can retail now. I have amazing bundles with a few books. Also, Tavern of Dreams. There's only 10 copies I can retail right now left of this hardcover deluxe beautiful book, and that's a 150-page illustrated novel with probably about 80 illustrations in there. So every second page there's an illustration in there. So I hope this interests you and sparks you to join my world. Really, what I am and who I am is I'm a world builder. I'm also someone who's here to guide and help other people and inspire you to create worlds. Or if you don't want to create worlds, you can come and join my world. And I'm going to be giving so many tips, talking about Luminous Ages, and doing a whole range of narrative episodes as well for Luminous Ages. I hope to see you on the next episode. I hope this was informative. It gives you a bit of an understanding of what I do as a creator. This book, I just want to finally say, was able to happen because we had a team of about 8 creators on board, 3 artists, including myself. I did 90% of the art. We had Christy, who was my assistant, who helped with the graphic design. We had an editor, Ash, in Canberra, who helped edit the book and was behind a lot of the directions. And also my technical writer, Tim Forbes, who poured his heart and soul into making sure that the narrative lined up with the gameplay. So he was being a fan of my comics since 2016. We got it this way around, upside down. So he's been a fan of my comics since 2016, and he is also a D&D writer, and he was thrilled to work on this, and he put a lot of work into it. Also Tristan, who was a beta tester who tested everywhere he could, and Gary, and we had Dave as well in Adelaide. So it was a huge team of beta testers that were involved every week to make sure this book was balanced and amazing. And I feel it's probably my best work, and it's my most high value work, simply because I think I could win a Guinness Book of Records, because there's about 200 plus illustrations, small and big, in this book. I haven't actually done the final count. I think it's 211, but we'll have to go back and have a look. In a 300-page book, it's great. So it's not a normal Dungeons & Dragons book where it's just a lot of text, which can be, I suppose, overwhelming for some readers. The great thing about this is it has so much art, and it really helps you dive into this fantasy world. And it's really a collection of paintings that maybe my fans at Supernova or Comic-Con or the Medieval Fest haven't seen these paintings before, because they sold out. I've created probably since 2013 or maybe even 2009, I've created at least 300, maybe 400 paintings, digital and traditional. And I don't even know where some of my paintings are gone now. So I've been making so much art for these amount of years, and this is why I want to do content creation, is so that I can start documenting this more. I feel I should have done this earlier, but life is busy, things happen, and now's the time to do it, because I really want to share my experience, build my world more, and find a bigger fan base. And hopefully you can come on board at the early days, and I'll remember your names and help you and give advice to people if you're a creator and you need some tips and stuff with your books and your comics or whatever it is you're making. If it's a D&D book, I can tell you what to do and what not to do. But anyway, without further ado, I must go. I'll catch you all in the next episode. I hope this is informative for you, and I just want to let you know who I am, what it is I'm doing. And I'm going to be doing a lot of comedy things as well. That's part of it. The Greek cross is part of it. I'm Greek Cypriot background. I'm Australian born, but I really want to also have some funny elements. I love Bob Ross, and I totally respect what he did for the art world. And for me, I suppose I resonate with all these landscapes. My landscapes have been the most, I suppose, sought after paintings as well. So we've got here, I'll just show you one acrylic. This is the Isle of Transformation. So I don't know if you can see that okay. All done with acrylics. And I have got a range of other paintings that I've done. Landscapes like Dangerous Seas, the River Styx. I've done digital paintings of landscapes and traditional. But I really feel that the landscapes, I love animals as well. My two loves are landscapes and animals and creature design. And I really want to, I suppose, follow in Bob Ross's footsteps, but add to what he did. And I'm not paying him out because I don't like him. I actually love Bob Ross. I think what he did is amazing for the art world. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that content. And also with my wizard, my Captivary character, you'll hear about him in the future. So look, I'm going to stop talking now, and hopefully this was informative. We've put together a beautiful production with all our pictures and videos for you to have a look at and get an idea of 15 years of work since probably 2010. I left the university. And by the way, I was a lecturer. I have a master's in art and design, and I taught in academia as well. And my goal is to continue build worlds. I suppose my life path is to be someone like, a Mike Mignola, a Walt Disney, and to build worlds in universes, in comics and fantasy art. And every single fantasy art painting I create, or even if it's science fiction or horror, has a story behind it, and you're going to hear about it as we release more episodes. So thank you for listening. I will shut up now, and I'll see you on the next episode. I hope this was informative, and feel free to reach out. Take care.